close to 8, 9, 10 minutes. YouTube won't upload anything more than 10 minutes. So, learned that lesson the hard way. But, again, I'm on I-10, basically southbound, or eastbound, whatever you want to call it. I'm definitely heading south, though. In a 7600 International semi-truck with a 48-foot flatbed trailer on the back. A lot of these trucks I'm passing have governors set in anywhere from 60 miles an hour to 65. Some companies go a little higher. I know my company just recently put out a thing where they're going to set it at 65, I think, on all the new trucks. And they're going to save money in fuel, and I understand all that. But when you get a rush job, you want to be able to go the speed limit. The speed limit here is 75 miles an hour, so you're driving 100 miles, 65 miles an hour, it's 10 minutes. And when you get a contractor that's got a crew of people sitting around, they're getting pretty antsy, and they're making phone calls to the salesman, or the inside salesman, either or, asking where the product is. We're trying to get it there as fast as we possibly can. And so, it's not that big a difference. I just like cruising the speed limit. I don't know what to say. So these vehicles passing me are probably gone 80, I guess. I have no problem cruising. I've got new tires on this tractor. The steering tires are new, and the tractor drive tires are new. The only tires that are at replacement levels right now, they're just that on the trailer tires. But as far in terms of stability and handling and all that, you can get a flat tire on a trailer and it's not going to do nothing. Especially on an empty truck. If the truck is full, then you got a little bit more of a problem. It's not going to cause you to crash, is what I'm trying to tell you. And on a semi-truck, the most important tires are the steering tires, by far, hands down. Any truck driver will tell you that. The steering tires are the two tires on the front of the truck. You get a flat in one of those, and you're in for some trouble. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a ride. Now, as I said, this one has brand new ones, and they spent the money getting the good ones. $600 a piece. That's $1,200 just for the tires, two tires on the front of this truck. So, it's a cop on the other side of the road, but he just looked around. He's heading this way. So I don't know. Nope, he's not heading. Well, I don't know if he is or not. I think he just set himself up to set up his cameras. Here's the Gila River. There is absolutely no water running in here. It's more like a giant wash. It only has water running in through it when it's raining, and it's got to be raining hard. The water is basically coming down from the mountains, and that's a little bit away. But the desert floor will not soak up that much water. When it rains, the water goes down a little bit, but then it just rides right over the top. That's why cactuses have such a shallow root system, because they're not going to get the water deep down. They get their water right at the surface. And so, and it just washes. That's why you have so many washes. They're small and big ones. They all run into each other eventually somewhere down the line. And anyway, that's the story behind washes. Mostly it's the water coming off the mountains. But if it's raining hard enough, it's also the water that's just getting accumulating on the desert floor. It's got to go somewhere. If it ain't going to go down, then it's got to go across. So, anyways, I was saying before on the other video, this is one of the most notorious stretches of highway in Arizona, as far as I'm concerned. Just because I see such gruesome accidents out here. I think they said the worst, statistically, the worst accident prone for death and entanglement and all that is a Superstition 60, Superstition Freeway, otherwise known as State Route 60, Arizona murderers caught down here on the side of the road. A lot of stuff happens along here, not just accidents. The Border Patrol, you'll see them pulling vehicles over. I think what happens is the DOT, the Highway Patrol, pulls them over, and then if they're suspicious or whatever, they call the INS, which is all over the place along here. The INS will come out, Border Patrol, and they'll check the identity. If they need to, they'll send out a bus, a big bus, like a Greyhound type bus, but they have their own buses. Department of Homeland Security, INS, Border Patrol. They'll fill them buses up and haul them. I don't know where they're hauling them. I know they got a prison over in Texas somewhere where if they sentence them people, that's where they send them. Or that's where they send a lot of them anyway. I don't know about Arizona's got its own detention. And then they'll take them out of the country after they serve their time. They don't let them go. As you get these illegals, some of them are thieves and murderers. It's a whole mix. Another reason I don't like coming over here, but I don't hate the illegal aliens. Most of them are Mexicans, and I certainly don't hate Mexicans, but I hate the fact that they're over here illegally. And they're draining our system. I gotta end this one. I'm gonna do a vlog, I think, for today on my blog. I think that's what I'm gonna do.